So we'll go ahead and jump right into the demo. We won't waste any time here. So this is just Dynamics 365. So if you're already on it, you should be very used to it. If not, welcome. There's things that we're going to talk about today, like contacts and leads. So those are those individual people inside of Dynamics. So ClickDimensions actually just utilizes the contacts and leads that are already in there and enhances them further. So that's the first way that we're going to save a lot of time and money is there is no import and export process. These people are already in your CRM system. You're using the lists in Dynamics in order to segment who you're looking to send to and everything like that. So there is no import export. You're working within one single system. I know so many marketers waste a ton of time by downloading an Excel spreadsheet, uploading it into a third-party system, making sure everyone got in there. And with this, we're not going to have any of those syncing issues, no exports, nothing. Now, building these templates inside of Dynamics is also a huge way to save time. Once again, you're not logging into a separate platform, but we also have a really amazing drag and drop editor. So if you don't know how to HTML code, you don't have to send your vision to, an outsourced agency. You're able to actually create great looking templates directly within ClickDimensions/CRM, and you're not having to wait on anyone. You're not having to leave and go to another platform. But one of the first things you'll do when you get ClickDimensions is you'll go ahead and set up your corporate styling options. So you'll come in, you'll plug in all your wonderful color codes, you'll plug in all of your fonts, all of that good stuff. That way, every single time you create an email template, it's already preset and branded to you. So that's also going to make sure that you're on brand each and every time you create a template. Now, another way you can save time is you are pre-creating these templates and they're just templates. So you can recycle them, reuse them at any point in time. So if you have a newsletter that you send every single month, you're not having to recreate that newsletter month to month. You can go ahead, you can grab that previous template and then edit it further from there to make it what you want to be this month. Now you can also not only save the entire template that you're creating, but you can also save the bits and pieces of a template as well. So your headers, your footers, things you'll always reuse. That way you're never having to start these emails from scratch. Now, as you are designing and editing these, you'll just drag and drop over what you want. So images, text, buttons, spacers, social sharing, social links, video links. So if I want an image, I just drag and drop it. I can change up my layout here all without having to code anything out. I can change up my column distribution here. Really great way to be able to come in, build great looking emails. You can pull in images. You can even edit images if you get an image in there and it doesn't look, quite how you imagined. Maybe there's some spacing issues. Full photo editor. We're not having to bounce out to a separate application. We're able to do that right here within the system, pull it on in, and create great looking images and blocks here. So that's all pretty standard stuff. Now, where this starts to get exciting is the ability to pull in data from your CRM system into these emails in order to personalize them. So I can pull in any field from a contact, lead, account, or owner entity within CRM. So very easy way to come in and personalize something that everyone will use at one point in time is someone's name. We'll want to put, dear first name. This is a super quick way to make someone feel like they're getting this email just for them when really it's being sent to a mass list. Now, from there, you can actually take it a step further. So we talked about how we can kind of segment who we're targeting with marketing lists. So that is one way you could build out a specific marketing list and build out a specific email template and send it to that list. But if you have a similar template, but maybe it has a little bit different messaging, you can actually create a single marketing list, a single template, and send that out, but have that content dynamically change based on who's opening it. So what I could do there is, like I said, maybe I have, I just duplicated this section because maybe I have a similar, content that I want to send, just maybe different messaging. Maybe I'm sending out a newsletters, but I want my prospects and customers to receive something different. So what I could do with that is I could select the section that I'm wanting to dynamically change. I can hit add condition, and that can be anything that's on the contact or lead record in Dynamics. So for example, I would say, all right, if they are a customer, they will receive this block. Versus if they're a prospect, I could do the same thing and they would receive that block. So like I said, really easy way to save a ton of time by not creating multiple pieces of content, multiple lists, multiple campaigns. I'm just creating a single template, but it's personalizing based on who's actually receiving it. So amazing way to do that. But that's pretty much the basics of creating an email. We do have at the bottom of every email subscription management links. So that's great. People can go in, select their preferences, and once again, that data is coming directly back into their CRM system. So we're not importing or exporting. Huge time saver here. Now, when we go to send them, once again, quick and simple. I am still sitting here in Dynamics when I'm sending these, which is great. I'll just come in. If I'm sending to the masses, perfectly fine. I can send them in an automation, which we'll get into, but either way, I'll pick the template that I'm wanting to send. I can pick who I want the email to come from. And then I can also pick if I wanted to send immediately, or once again, I'm not importing or exporting. I'm just typing in the name of the list I'm wanting to send. So super quick process to be able to just send this out directly from CRM from a single platform. Now, there are loads of statistics that come back into Dynamics. Everything about ClickDimensions is a data point in Dynamics. So you can actually build out your own views and dashboards and charts and things like that. But you can also have these out-of-the-box reports, which is great. So these are going to be kind of your general marketing KPIs, things that everyone wants to see at some point. So the interaction rates, bounce rates, unsubscribes, your clicks, your opens, just how is this email performing? Conversions will actually start tracking back the web activity going on because we're sending this email. Now, we do have a web tracking feature that we won't get to see today. It just tells you who's on your website, so you can see who is hitting your website because of this email. Is anyone filling out any form inquiries because of this email? Is anyone filling out any survey feedback because of this email? So what activity is actually being generated because this email was sent? Heat map, everyone's favorite, just very visually shows you exactly where people are clicking in this email, what links are popular, which ones aren't. A click report would break down each link in this email, link by link, and then person by person who's clicking. So you can see exactly who's interested in what, and then target them from there. But there's every open, every click, every unsubscribe, every bounce. As I mentioned, you can build out your own views and dashboards and charts really simply, but it's also combining your marketing data and your CRM data in order to build out these views, which is amazing. So if I want to pull a view, hey, I want to see all my customers that haven't opened an email in 6 months, I can easily do that because it's combining those different data points. Now, everything posts back into a lead or a contact in Dynamics. So on a single individual lead or contact record, I'm able to see everything about them. I'm able to see what emails have we sent them and how many times are they opening, clicking, unsubscribing. What are their subscription preferences? Have they filled out any forms or given us survey feedback? What pages are they looking at on the website? So everything is streamlining back to that individual person as well, giving you a 360-degree view of your customers and prospects and what are they interested, when are they interacting with, when are they interacting with these items, and it's all flowing back in for you automatically. So really great way to streamline things with that. Now, another method is pulling in those leads from your website. So I can create forms. So forms are an amazing tool because whether they are, your newsletter sign up form, your contact us form, request an inquiry, whatever it may be, you're creating these directly within CRM / ClickDimensions, and then you will just pop them on your website. And then every single form submission that is submitted through your website is coming back into Dynamics as a lead or contact. So this is amazing. No one's having to manually create new contacts here. No one's manually having to go check the CRM system for duplicates and then maybe reassign to a salesperson. These leads are just pulling directly in. Now designing them is super simple. You just pick what you want to be on here, and then you'll just drag and drop over whatever types of data that you're looking to collect. But the best part about these is that they're call to action. So what do you want to happen because someone fills out this form? Do you want to send them an autoresponder, maybe thanking them for their inquiry? Maybe this is a white paper and you want to automatically send them the white paper when they've submitted the form. Do we want to put them on a marketing list so we can nurture them later? Do we want to send a team notification to the sales team saying, hi, hot new lead, someone reach out? Maybe we want to have a task in CRM for someone to give them a call. Let's strike while it's hot. But once again, these are pulling all of the leads from the website into the CRM system, but also making your team aware that these leads are there. That way they can follow up with them as quickly and appropriately as possible. So huge way to save time there. Once again, we're not getting these leads from a separate system or a form submission. We're not manually creating them, and we're not manually assigning the follow-up process. It's already done for you. Because every form or survey that gets filled out, it does come back into Dynamics. It does identify who that person is. So I am able to see, here's Joel. This is how Joel answered this particular form. Once again, everything's posting back to Joel's later contact as well. So believe it or not, we can actually automate things even further with our campaign automation builder. So campaign automation is nurture or drip marketing taken up about 1,000 notches. So what this does is it allows people to flow down their own paths based on their interactions. And it is drag and drop. So it's extremely user friendly. So a lot of people can, if they're not currently automating, they might have a hard time, not knowing where to start. So with ClickDimensions, we've actually pre-built you templates. So here's kind of 5 key use cases that all of our customers are interested in. So for example, if you did have some content download on the website and you wanted to set up a nurture program on the back of that, perfect. We've actually already built the flow for you. You just have to go and plug in your own content here. But this is a huge way to save time, not only with the automation itself. So the whole point of automations is to save you time and resources. And what this does is you can already see, you can have people flow down their own paths based on their interactions. And you don't have to say, oh, this person clicked on a form, now what? Oh, they filled out a survey, now what? This will just do it for you. Now you can also create your own from scratch. So as you get comfortable with them, perfect. There's so many different things that you can do with these. General lead nurturing, for example. Maybe I have a list of some old leads. We don't want our salespeople calling on, let's say, 500 leads. So let's take that list. Let's send those 500 leads an email. And from there, we can see if they interact with that email. Now you can see when I do that, there's a green node and a red node that pops up. The green node means they're doing what I'm looking for. The red node means they're not. So email interactions can be clicks or opens. So if someone is clicking on a link in an email, maybe I immediately notify someone in sales and have a task to give them a call. Let's strike while it's hot. So whereas this list is 500 people and we don't want them calling down 500 people, maybe you get 50 clicks here. That saves your team so much time by only focusing on the people that are showing you that they're interested. Now the ones that aren't interested, they aren't clicking. It's fine, let's keep nurturing them. We can wait a couple days, a week, a month. We'll send them another email. From there, we'll just check if they are interacting with that email. Once again, if they're clicking, up to sales. If not, keep nurturing. But amazing way here to prioritize who you're focusing on. And once again, it's all being automated. You're setting these up ahead of time. You're letting people flow down their own paths and create their own journeys. But you can have this human interaction point at a certain point in a campaign if you would like that as well. But like I said, So many different ways that you can use these. They're great for welcome campaigns, so those new customer onboarding. They're great for cross-sell, upsell campaigns, amazing for events if you're doing any events, but great way to use your time and resources. Now, another channel that'll save you some time is social. So social has become incredibly popular, I would say over the past couple years, but extremely popular over the past 6-ish months, by being able to connect with your audiences digitally. Awesome channel for that. So ClickDimensions does have a social posting tool. It is for Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So you can come in here, create a post directly from CRM. I'm not having to log into Facebook and then Twitter and then LinkedIn. I can just do it all from here. So I'd pick the profile that I'm wanting, type up my wonderful, beautiful post. I always encourage a hyperlink here, and I'll tell you why in a second. But then I'll just add an image from my local library that best reflects this. So come in, grab the one I want. I can even edit that photo from here if I want to. And then I can actually pick when I want this to send. So once again, not only am I posting from a single platform and I'm not having to log into multiple places, but I also can either post it now or post it at a later date and time. So maybe I want this to go out in a couple of weeks at 11 a.m. because this goes a part of a larger campaign. Perfect. I've set this up. Now, when I hit share, it's going to post to my social profile. And then if I put a hyperlink in here and someone starts clicking on that hyperlink, we're actually going to be able to pull back that social click data into Dynamics. So that way I'm able to see, oh, we posted about, this new campaign and we got 50 clicks. That's amazing. But it also works alongside that web tracking tool that we have, where we're tracking people on the website. So if we've previously identified them through our web tracking tool, and then they click on a social post, we're actually able to see, here's Jeremy. Jeremy clicked on this post. If we don't know who they are, that's fine. We're still pulling in the fact that someone has clicked, but great way to pull in that social data into your CRM system with the rest of your marketing efforts. So that's all I really have today. Like I said, those are just kind of 4 areas of ClickDimensions that can help streamline your efforts, save you tons of time, resources, which then saves you money, which is amazing. If you would like your own kind of personalized session or to learn more about ClickDimensions, please reach out to us. We would love to get on and speak with you about your own business and how we can help. But for now, I'm going to pass it back to Ian to go through some slides about Rocket.
Okay, look, I'm just going to take a couple of minutes, guys. I know we were started a little bit late, but thank you so much for taking the time here, guys. Look, I'm Ian Wicks. I'm a director of Rocket CRM. We aren't a big company. We're a small CRM company. We started about 3 years ago from a standing start with no financial backing or even any customers when we started. But we had a vision of wanting to do things a little bit differently to the traditional Dynamics partners. So we wanted to get to know our customers a little bit more and develop those longer term relationships with them. So and how do we do that? If you could just move to the next slide, Ashley, that'd be fabulous. So what we do is we help companies to implement CRM projects. What we do is we give them just enough to get them started initially, so that initial user adoption hurdle doesn't become too big. And then over a period of time, as our relationship with the customer develops, we deliver more and more value. And so that was our business model that we sort of wanted to base our company on. And has it worked out for us? If you could just go to the next slide, Ashley, you can see we've actually now got 3 years down the line, we've got some fantastic customers who treat us almost as if we're a member of their own team. So we have regular catch-up calls with our customers. Every month, we're usually implementing something on each of our customers' sites. Our customers love us, but it's easy for me to say that, but where's the proof? So last week, we put out a survey to all our existing customers and to see what they thought of us, and the results were phenomenal. We got an 86% NPS or Net Promoter Score. So if you don't know what a net promoter score is, it's a way of telling how much your customer likes you and is likely to sort of recommend you. So a score of 70 or above is deemed as world class. And the higher the NPS, the higher the chances are going to give you referrals. The customers will give you referrals, which you can then convert to leads and more customers. And that's kind of how we grow. So we are growing slowly, organically through recommendations. And as I say, our customers have been with us since the beginning, and they're still with us. We don't tend to lose customers. And if you could just finish up on that last slide, it's just a few of the logos of some of our lovely, fantastic customers that we've been working with. So that's all I wanted to say. I didn't want to take up too much of your time and do some massive boring pitch for Rocket CRM. We're really happy to be working with ClickDimensions. I've known Ashley and Jamie for a few years now, and I can tell you these guys are really super supportive, really helpful. In fact, that's one of the things about ClickDimensions. The whole team is very responsive and helpful. They've even got like a chat window inside. So when you're building out those campaigns, you've got help and support right at your fingertips. So we love ClickDimensions. We're a gold partner, and hopefully long may it continue.